What is karma? Well, many think karma is the equivalent of something like someone punched you in the face and then you get to punch them back in the face down the road or maybe even in a future life maybe. Some also think that karma means something like bad things happen to you because of something bad that you did. It implies that the victim, even if it's a child, must have done something wrong somewhere along the line previously to deserve abusive or violent treatment in the here and now. The seeds of that abuse were sown in the past, according to this way of thinking, and the violence now is the flower of that. So no one, not even a child, is seen as innocent in that philosophy. Karma, in my opinion, runs more along the lines of you did something, you made a choice, and you acted, and then for good or ill, you must deal with what comes after. Now, we can use the example of punching somebody in the face. You hurt someone, and then you have to deal with the consequences. You get arrested. You get charged with assault. Now, in your defense, you could say, well, that person did something to me previously in this life, or even in a previous one, so therefore I get to do this now. No, I'm sorry, no. You are responsible for what you do, and must deal with the repercussions of your own actions, whatever you perceive the dance to be between you and someone else. Karma lies with the doer, plain and simple, the one doing the action. Whether the seeds for that action were planted in a past life or in this one, that does not relieve the doer from the responsibility of their actions now. Now, some, like I said, in an effort to show the interconnectedness of all things, blames violent action on a victim. Well, that doesn't really work. The victim's karma lies not in another's choice to act, whatever their past relationship, but in how they respond to the actions of another. What actions does the victim take after the act of violence? Do they return the violence? Do they call the police and work with them to bring the person responsible for the violence to justice? Do they let the ex go and try to move on with their lives, dealing with what happened for good or ill internally? Their actions, their karma, lies there from that point. Now you may ask about people who seemingly get away with violent acts. Where is the karma there? There are people who commit violent acts like rape or murder, and it does seem like they pretty much get away with things, but they don't really. They may not get convicted in a court of law, but their lives really become shit after. They are shunned and they're hated by others. They have to keep looking over their shoulder, waiting for the shoe to drop. They're always waiting for some unofficial retribution to hit, and they can't have anything like a normal life because of the actions they chose. No one trusts them, and they can't trust anyone, forcing them to live forever like a rat in a hole. They have to keep on lying about the things they did and hiding what they did. The chains are there for them until they decide to take action and responsibility, and that is their karma. In essence, all karma really means is action. Cause and effect. A person acts, a person chooses to act in a certain way, to do certain things, to treat people this way or that way, and they have to deal with what comes after. Now this works for the positive things as well as for the negative. I don't mean to imply that it's all negative. I give a hungry, thirsty child food and water. I have fostered a healthy child. That is my karma. I put a glass of water on the edge of a table and I ignore it and it spills and I get wet. That is my karma. I don't have the brakes in my car fixed like I should and I crash and I get hurt. That's my karma. I go to a doctor and the doctor catches a disease in its early stages and I get cured. That is my karma. Now if I rape or murder someone and I go to prison, that is my karma. I get beaten as a child, that is not my karma. I grow up and intentionally choose to either help others with similar trauma or conversely choose to beat on others the way I was hurt. Either way, that is my karma, my action, my doing.